Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Excel with Roma. Today we are going to learn how to write a letter to the editor. I have seen many students who get confused letter to editor with a letter of complaint. The major difference between them is that letter to editor is a public opinion which is published in newspaper, and the main intention or goal of the letter to editor is to draw the attention of the public and alert the concerned authorities, while the letter of complaint is a personal complaint against some product or some purchase or some service and given to some concerned bodies or concerned authorities. Today in this video we are going to focus only on letter to editor, and I'll come with a letter to complaint in next video. Without wasting the time, let's start the topic. Before we dive into the format or the structure of letter to editor, let's talk about why we write letter to the editor. The main purpose of letter to editor is to raise awareness among the public and alert the authorities regarding some social problem or social issues or some dissatisfaction or some irregularities happening in the society. For example, in your area, you do not have a good source of drinking water, and moreover the number of the inhabitants or the population is increasing day by day, and the concerned authorities are not taking any steps. So in that case, one of you are going to write a letter to the editor regarding that issue, and the letter is published in the newspaper, and through the newspaper all the people are informed, while the concerned authorities will be also notified about that issue and they will take the action accordingly. Now we are going to learn about the structure or the format of letter to editor, and you are strongly suggested to memorize this structure or format. Moreover, you are strongly suggested to memorize the some opening lines that I use here so that it becomes easier for you to write in the examination. And here is the structure or format of letter to the editor. In letter to editor, we are going to follow the block style. Block style here means we will write the sender's address, date, receiver address and salutation, and even the closing line on the left side of your copy, and this is updated version, and this is easier for you to memorize as well. And the important thing that you need to memorize is that after every topic, leave all line. First, the sender's address and date. Here, who is going to receive the letter? The editor. After writing the editor, we need to mention the name of the newspaper. For example, the Kathmandu Post or the Rising Nepal or the Himalayan Times, etc. And then we are going to mention the address as well. The editor, the Kathmandu Post, Kathmandu. Regarding the subject, we need to mention the major issue here in few words. We are going to use the word regarding, which is very formal here. And the example will be like this. Regarding the water scarcity in our area, or regarding the garbage collection problem, or regarding some street dogs. Regarding the salutation, since this is a formal letter, we are going to use respected sir / madam. Here again, if you know the editor is a lady, then we are going to use respected madam. And if we know the editor of the newspaper is a male, then we are going to use respected sir. If we don't know who is the editor, then the safe side is respected sir / madam. The main content or the body is divided into three main parts. The first is introduction or the opening line. The second one is the main content, and finally the conclusion. And here in the first introduction or the opening line, we are going to state the problem. Here, the opening is very, very important. You need to memorize this opening and just need to replace the problem according to the demand of your questions. For example, through the column of your STEAM newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of concerned authorities regarding road problem, social crimes, drainage system, and many more. So, if you have this strong opening, your answer will be very impressive and there is a higher chances of scoring perfect full marks. In main content, we are going to highlight the problem and the effects or the impacts caused by it. We are also going to provide some relevant fact and some examples as well. Here in this main body parts, we are not going to talk about any personal complaint or personal issue. This is collective public issue. That's why it should not sound personal. Apart from that, we need to stick on one major issue. And we are not mixing any other problems here. And in the third part of the body or the content, we are going to conclude. While concluding, we are going to suggest some solutions or give some recommendation or request for some immediate actions to be taken. And finally, the closing line will be yours faithfully or yours sincerely. And regarding the paragraphs in main content or the body, it depends on the issue. Most of the time, you are strongly suggested to write 2 or 3 paragraphs, but you can add some more paragraph according to the need of your topic. And now it's time for one sample answer of letter to editor. Let's have a look. Write a letter to the editor about an unmanaged garbage in your locality. Here in these questions, the problem is given. What's the problem? Yes, the problem is unmanaged garbage. And it hasn't mentioned the name of the newspaper. So here you are free to choose any name of the newspaper. We are going to write the letter to the editor of the Kathmandu Post. Your address, Kathmandu, Nepal, and the date is 23rd September 2025. To, the editor, the Kathmandu Post, Kathmandu. Now we are going to leave a line again and then we are going to write the subject. This is subject. Unmanaged garbage in our locality. Leave a line again and now we are going to start the letter. Respected sir / madam, Now this is the opening and the introduction of the problem. Through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities to the growing problem of unmanaged garbage in our locality. Heaps of waste are left on the roadside for several days without collection, causing serious consequences for both health and the environment. And in main body parts or in the second paragraph, we are going to talk or we are going to elaborate more about the problem and the effects or impacts caused by this. Let's see the answer. Unattended garbage is not only producing a foul smell but also polluting the air, making it difficult for people to breathe. It has become a breeding ground for flies, mosquitoes, and stray animals, which increases the risk of infectious diseases such as cholera, diarrhea, typhoid, and dengue. The dirty surroundings are especially harmful to children, elderly people, and those with weak immunity. Moreover, during rainfall, the garbage is washed into drains, blocking them and causing waterlogging, which further worsens the spread of germs and foul odor. This situation is creating an unhygienic, unpleasant, and unsafe environment in our community. It is not only endangering public health but also spoiling the beauty of our locality. You can notice that here in the second paragraph, the sender has mentioned the effects of unmanaged garbage. So, the first one is air pollution, and because of the air pollution, it has become difficult for people to breathe. And the second effect is it has become the breeding ground for the insects such as mosquito and some others. And because of this, there is a chances of infectious disease like that of cholera, typhoid, and dengue. Moreover, the writer or the sender has also mentioned which group of people are highly prone to have this infectious disease or who are the vulnerable people in this area. Moreover, he has also highlighted the drawback of unmanaged waste during the rainy season. Now it's time for the conclusion. Let's see it. Therefore, I sincerely request the concerned authorities to take immediate steps such as ensuring regular waste collection, installing more dustbins at proper places, and conducting awareness programs about proper waste management. Only with timely action can this pressing issue be solved. Yours faithfully, ABC. Here in this concluding line, the sender has politely requested the concerned authorities to take the action, and he has also given some recommendation and suggestion for the concerned authorities that they can do. The suggestions are regular waste collection, installing more dustbins at different places, and conducting awareness program among the people for not throwing garbage anywhere. In this way, we can write a letter to the editor. Apart from this sample letter, I have also included one more sample letter regarding the increasing road accidents in the city, and that letter is given in the description box below. You can go to the description box and copy the formal letter and study. I hope this is helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.